Hallelujah.
Morning. Good morning.
Okay, please be seated.
Thank you, everyone. As we're just getting settled, maybe just a gentle reminder about our cell phone. Maybe a good time to turn off, put on the vibrate. And if you do need to get up, it will be okay. You need to get up and look. Now we can start with the beginning prayers. In the book,
Page number 6.
page 6,
Still in English. Everyone, page number 6.
yeah, we're just getting the online ready. Just one moment, please. Yeah, you're ready. Yeah. Yeah, so.
Recording in progress.
Obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and all-knowingness, may they experience happiness and be separated from suffering. I will quickly establish them in the state of the most perfect and precious Buddhahood.
Yeah.
body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with body, speech, and mind. Sangye Chonam, Sangye Chonam, Chanchu Bandhu, Lage Gyaltshen, Lage Jinso, Jipe Sonam, Doa Panchir, Sangye Drupa, Sangye Chonam, Sangye Chonam, attain Buddhahood for others' sake.
Good morning, everybody. So we are reading this writing by Lord Jigten Sungun, a letter to Drapa Dorje on the stage of the Mahamudra practice. So it's going through step by step. So this afternoon, then I'll read all the rest of this Mahamudra instructions. But first, before that, yesterday we went through all the important topics step by step. This is also important to train our mind, so you can understand how to follow the path, and then make your mind more workable, so that you can digest the Mahamudra more easily, because without this, all the prerequisite teaching that explained, step by step, if you have not got this or the message, then just jump at the top, and then it looks very impressive But as I mentioned, our mind is so kind of ingrained in the samsaric habit for so long. So it takes a lot of time without our understanding where we are, what we are doing. So then, so because of that, even though when you receive the top high, very high teachings, Mahamudras, all those things, you receive those as your Tantra teachings, all this, and then still I say dream yoga, you see, I'm sure you have received dream yoga, and all this, and Dhamma practices, all they are it's so precious, But when the mind is not really, say, not capable of digesting these things, first we have to train the mind step by step. When these things go through step by step, then when we are ready to receive these, the Mahamudra teachings, then it is so meaningful. That's why you read love story of Milarepa, Milarepa was desperate to receive the teachings, highest teachings. He tried everything, But Marpa, as his teacher, knows how to train. So he was training step by step, So then Milarepa was, Milarepa was very impatient. And then he was talked with Marpa's wife, Dhamema, as his such a dear mother for him. And she was so kind to Milarepa. She was trying everything to help Milarepa, what I can help him. But the Marpa, my teacher, so great teacher, but why he's not teaching Milarepa, So one time he wrote a letter to Marpa's top disciple, Konchog. So this Marpa was busy without Marpa's notice, Marpa is so busy with some other business, So, but Milarepa is very, very, feeling of emergency to receive those teachings. So since that's the case, so I write here, so Marpa said, in the name of the Marpa, So I'm very busy here, so I send this to you, so you give teaching. So Milarepa was so very happy when there, and of course he was so happy to receive my teacher's letter. It's very rare, today I received the letter, so precious. And then was, out of that happiness, he taught this, the highest teaching, Heavenly teachings of Milarepa, And then Milarepa went to retreat and nothing happened, for weeks, nothing happened. And then after some time, Marpa noticed that Milarepa sent to Muchu, So like this story, when you see Milarepa was ready to receive all the teachings, then Marpa accepted Milarepa, then taught the teachings, and at that moment, see, step by step, Milarepa received all the experience of the teaching, So this is how it's important, Sometimes when they say, well, the West, everything's so fast, we can't wait, we need the highest teaching, teachers. And then Lamas are so kind and so compassionate, so they just teach that, And then after, as I mentioned, for a few years, you study, first it looks very impressive, but this our untamed mind, let's say, incorrigible mind, it's very difficult to train that mind, and then it becomes wilder, See, mind just, cannot resist, it's just, the wild mind protests your practice, and then sometimes you give up the Dharma teaching, and you leave. Have you noticed that many people, you see? So there are some good teachers who really train step by step, so good. So this way, even though we don't have much time to do all those things, But it is important to express, to mention these things. Then you see, oh yes, this step by step, first, in permanent suffering of samsara. Some people think these are for the kindergarten, I have received a lot of those impermanence in the teachings, suffering. I know the suffering, as yesterday mentioned, but it's not born in our heart, not developed in the mind, the feeling there, Intellectually, you understand, yes, I know this everything is impermanent, you can prove, yes, it is impermanent, yes, everyone is suffering, I know, that's why I'm here, but not really there's no kind of sense of feeling in the mind, no experiencing, So these are the first very important. So first we need to cultivate. So yesterday we went through these. We came to here receiving the four empowerments. Say by receiving the precious four empowerments of the ripening path in a pleasant or comfortable place of solitude from an authentic and noble teacher, master, completely avoid the faults of the breaking the samaya. And then, so I read after that, and I read also few lines from here. So set your cushion in a place of total solitude. Now, Teacher Supreme said, writing to Tapa Dorje. So this all supposed to go step by step after this. Now, after receiving all those teachings, so now you say, you just go to the solitude place, comfortable place there, and then sit, sit cross-legged or whatever comfortable you feel on that cushion. Fully engage in the sevenfold branches is mentioned here. Branches of the position of samadhi, the sevenfold posture of samadhi, cross legs, head, palm up in the left, spine, back straight, shoulders spread like a vulture's wings or expand, and chin slightly forward, and tip of the tongues touching the plate, the roof of the mouth, eyes gazing past the tip of the nose downward, basically it's downward. So these are the seven posture, or sometimes they are called five posture of the body. And then contemplate impermanence. First, just yesterday we described well about this impermanence. Says everything so illusory natural. Just contemplate. Just you came in, you draw from your place on the way and put here, and now you sit down. Oh, this past is gone. It's not here. It's just only memory. Everything that until now is just it's not here. It's like a dream. It's not real. No. Gone. In our mind we feel real. We're grasping. Actually it's gone. Not here. It's insubstantial. So look at that, see whether you have felt good or not good, whatever, it's all just gone. And this moment is going through without stopping, even one moment. Just going through, see this. Oh, just illusion natural. Whether you're feeling good or not good or when I went there to see that river, today with my friend, I go there, I will say, I saw this river yesterday. Yesterday I saw this river, but the river I saw yesterday is gone. It's not that what you see now. That while you are seeing that river, it's just going through. That's the momentary nature of the impermanence. See, it's all illusory nature. It's all not color. It's like a mirage. You see that? That's reality nature. It's not a Buddhist belief. Or Buddhism. No. But Buddha's wisdom taught us that. So it's very similar. Say just what you saw, the river yesterday and today is very similar. It's not the same. So we are deceived by the similarity. No. So I said, I myself, so this is me, but I'm going through. So I'm deceived by the similarity of, say, I or you, I saw you, I met you some years ago. So we are confused by that deception. This kind of similarity, we are confused in the similarity. It's not the same, it's not one. No? So to look at that. So that, if you study this, practice this, will help us to realize the emptiness. Oh, so this demonstrates all the phenomena that constitutes in the world. When I feel good, you see, when I feel good, my heart is open, my mind is open, spacious. So you feel so good, and you're just smiling with everybody. You just I can do anything to help others. But then when that mood is changed, when you feel not good, then you are aggressive to yourself, aggressive to others. So I can't help anybody. Everybody is so mean to me. I can't take that. So you see, look at your mind changing every moment. That's the impermanence. Look at that, see. As you experience that, and see that, oh, so I have to release my grasping on that. I was so fixated, so release that fixation, let go of that attachment. So thoughts will come, they go. So what problem we are facing is we are just hanging on that, grasping on that. But when you dislike, we are grasping on the hatred. When you are attached to, we are grasping the attachment. And then that pernicious grasping is difficult to let go because we are so habituated. As I mentioned yesterday, So we just meditate on this, release this all, let go. And that, when we do, is the mind becomes very free. There's nothing to attach to. So this is a meditate on the impermanence. Is that you see, contemplate impermanence. And the force of something suffering. Everywhere you see, everyone is suffering in the world. From the richest person to the most poor people. most powerful person to the, who doesn't have any title. Everyone is suffering. It's a pulse of the samsara that is created by our mental afflictions. So this is samsara. Look at this. Just meditate. So there's nothing to attach to. Attach, when we say don't attach to, some people have some kind of interpretation. Say, don't care, don't care means you don't care anything. That's not the point. Taking care and not attach is a big difference. Like a mother, she can care her kids, her family. She does all these good things for the family, out of compassion, out of love. But she needs to release the attachment. If she releases the attachment to the family, and then if she take care of the people, become so productive. Attachment, this is story, this is, I met my relative, she has two kids, and she expressed me, I'm so worried about my two kids. I try to give advice so much to be successful, to grow well. And I give so much this advice, and they don't listening, So I feel so, feeling desperate, feeling of this kind of saying, what to do, So she said, do you have any advice what to do? I said, I understand your point. As a mother, you should take care of your kids as much as you can, but don't attach to your kids. You give all the advice you have for their good, but don't expect they will follow you, because they will do what they like. And if you are attached to your advice, then there will be problems, clashes. That they don't follow your advice. Then they don't like you. They don't like you because they are pushing them too hard. Instead, you just give all the advice what you have. And just in your mind, you meditate, you just reflect. I get all the advice that I have for their goodness. And now it's up to them whether they want to listen or not. If you release that, the grasping. So then, after a year, I met her again. And she said, that's the best advice I received from you, she said. Now we are very close to each other, I said. They know how I care them. They know how they appreciate. But they try to do what I said, but they cannot do everything what I said. So this is what you understand. Sometimes say when you don't attach means, or you don't care me because you don't attach to me. No, that's I think very misleading. So this that kind of our Dharma wisdom that we have. So that's why the Buddha taught all the teachings to help the sentient beings to free from suffering. Not just only to free from suffering, to attain Buddhahood. out of the great wisdom, great compassion. He just, without any reservation, gave all those teachings. And he is also ready to help anytime, tirelessly, but there's nothing to attach to. Because attachment itself is based on the ignorance, grasping. This is a pernicious attachment. It's difficult to release, let go of our ego, to get through our ego. You know there's no ego. But it is so kind of, it is so ingrained with that, so purified. So this is what the faults of samsara can reflect on those. Okay. So that's why, as yesterday mentioned, the principal point of the Buddha's teaching is to free from samsara. The ultimate goal of our study, practice Dharma, is not just to have some happiness this today, this life, but to free from samsara. To free from samsara, we have to understand the disadvantage of the samsara, where we are. Today I feel good, but next day I don't feel good. It just go around all the time, See, so there's understanding that, having that wisdom, then we just make the mind, samsara is not a desirable place to stay. We have to get out of the samsara. Because as mentioned, samsara has no kind of full satisfaction. See? Only when you attain Buddhahood, when you attain a waking state, that's your mind. When you reveal your own mind as it is, unfabricated nature as it is, then you see you are the Buddha. Buddha is within you, not somewhere to get into. But we are just, trapped in this delusion so much. It's the, okay, that's, so reflect on the faults of samsara. Then fully train your own mind with loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta. Love, compassion, and bodhicitta. In this you see, first, love and compassion. We just relax here. We can do some practice here. Relax your body, mind. Then you see, look at the Buddha, Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva like generosity, Tara. We have white Tara, green Tara, Manjushri. Amitabha Buddha, there are so many, Buddha Shakyamuni. These are one who perfected in the practice of love to all the sentient beings, So we breathe in all the loving kindness of the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. Just breathe in. Okay, we do this. Inhale all the loving kindness of Buddha into you. And Then you meditate your whole body and mind, a total becomes the nature of loving kindness. And exhale all our delusion. Once more, please inhale all the loving kindness of the Buddha. And just like meditate, washing all bad habits out. And exhale. Once more, please inhale fully. And exhale all the toxic of the mental affliction. Okay. Then now, wish, since we have the loving kindness within us, it's impartial to every sentient beings, not just in the cultivate the mind. Wish all sentient beings have happiness and causes of happiness or peace, you can say. Just dearly meditate. May everyone have all the peace and happiness. Okay. And next, compassion. Now again, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they are perfected in the practice of compassion. Compassion means we desire or wish everyone to free from the suffering. Everyone has some kind of love and compassion. That's the capital. So we capitalize that and then extend from that to all the sentient beings. The mother has such, as I mentioned, has such a great love and compassion to her family. So we, because of that family, she has that family is very healthy. They stay together, respect each other. So now we extend this compassion now to all sentient beings. Before that, first we breathe in all the Buddha's, Bodhisattvas' compassion into us. With this, please practice. Inhale fully, compassion for all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and permeate our mind, nature of compassion, and the body as well. And exhale all our delusions and the sickness of the body. All just exhale. Okay. Once more, please inhale fully the compassion for the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. And exhale all our anger, hatred, all the toxic of the mind. Once more, please inhale all the Buddha's compassion. And exhale all our delusion. So now you meditate. My body and mind become so fresh, clean. And now they look at all the sentient beings who are suffering in the war. Physical suffering, mental suffering, they're two. Physical suffering, physically getting old, getting sick, killed, disease. There's so many people in the world going through their physical suffering. And mental suffering, look at this, all the people, they have such great mental delusions. Meditate this. We wish all this suffering is dispelled. We wish all the causes of that mental delusions are dispelled, purified. So these are first short practice. We do this love and compassion practice. And then next is bodhicitta. 장주 님고 지지바를 이 거의 현대대. 매대만 아주 주로 빼잖아. 근데 현대 됐나? 되나 여러분? 되나 돈이 뭐도 괜찮은 거이. 장주 님고 지지바를 산전으로 접수치. 왜? Is that prayer?
충분히 이해해라. Small.
뒤로에 알레 아 장주 님고 지지바를 yeah is he okay?
If we have enough or people can share, we can make some more copies. Maybe you can go to you. Does anyone need one?
yeah
Raise your hand.
here you can see here 장주 님고 지지바를 we have until the enlightenment is reached and take refuge in the Buddha. Then Choda Janju Senpai Chola Deshin Gyapsu Chiefs to the Dharma and likewise to the assemblies of Bodhisattvas. Just as the Bodhisattva means I take refuge in them. So yes, first taking refuge in the Buddha Dharma Sangha. Then next we have here, do you see, Chitarungi Deshik Geese as the previous Buddhas generated the mind of enlightenment and Janjuning Buchi gave us Chitarungi, as just as the previous Sugatas, meaning Buddhas, generated the mind of the enlightenment, and abided on the stage of the training of the Bodhisattvas. This is how you cultivate bodhicitta. First, you look at the Buddhas of the past. All the Buddhas of the past. First, they are not Buddha like us. They are ordinary person. No? And then they saw the nature of the samsara and suffering of the sentient beings. So they are so inspired to free from samsara and to help the sentient beings. So they say they attained Buddhahood and benefited countless sentient beings. So as they did today, also as they did, then next again, training of the Bodhisattvas, you see, stages of the training of the Bodhisattvas. So they train themselves, the 6 parameters, perfected, and they become Buddha and benefited all sentient beings. So today, in front of all these Buddhas who are enlightened, I take your example. I cultivate the aspiration bodhicitta to attain Buddhahood, and I will train myself as Buddhas of the past they did, and I will become Buddha and benefit all sentient beings. See? So to benefit sentient beings, I will generate the mind of enlightenment, and I will likewise study the stages of those same training. So not just study here. No. Today, in front of all these Buddhas, I will train the 6 parameters. I will train the 3 trainings, step by step, to become Buddha. Okay? So we say this in English together. Okay? First, taking refuge as a foundation. Then we cultivate bodhicitta. Okay? Visualize Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha in front of you. Okay? And then we say this in front of you. Today I take the Bodhisattvas. Wow. Okay? Every day that. So just start from today. Okay? Until I reach the heart of enlightenment, I go for refuge in the Buddhas, to the Dharma, and likewise to the assemblies of Bodhisattvas. Just as the previous brothers generated the mind of enlightenment and abided on the spiritual training of the Bodhisattvas, so to benefit sentient beings, I will generate the mind of enlightenment, and I will likewise study the stages of those mentioned trainings until I reach the heart of enlightenment. I go for refuge to the Buddhas, to the Dhamma and Brahmas, to the assemblies of Bodhisattvas, just as the previous Sugatas generated the mind of enlightenment and abide on the stage of the training of the Bodhisattvas. So, to benefit sentient beings, I will generate the mind of enlightenment, and I will likewise study the stages of those 10 trainings. Until I attain the deep enlightenment, I go for refuge in the Buddhas, to the Dharma, and likewise to the assemblies of Bodhisattvas. Just as the previous Sugatas, I generate the mind of the enlightenment and abide at the stage of the training of the Bodhisattvas. So, to benefit sentient beings, I will generate the mind of the enlightenment, and I will likewise study in stages of those same trainings. Now meditate the Buddha dissolve into you, and you have received. Meditate, I receive full bodhicitta, the mind of enlightenment. My mind and Buddha's mind are united. Today I become Bodhisattva. You see, this is how you practice the bodhicitta. Okay? Not just saying some prayers. No. How to exercise your mind. That is the direct method to counteract all the delusions, to purify all the delusions. Okay, that's the practice of bodhicitta, okay? And concentrate on the rising and completion stage. Then after that, Vajrayana is the mission. Vajrayana practice comes here. A rising stage and completion stage. See? Completion stage and practice with sign the cause to achieve the true form bodies. You see? What are the two forms? The two forms. What's the two forms of body? You know? Anybody can tell me? What are the two forms of body? Nirmanakaya and Sambhogakaya. Okay, to meditating in the deity or deity form and practice on that is the cause to achieve the Buddha, Nirmanakaya and the Sambhogakaya. Okay. It's not enough to say, I become Buddha, say, pray, say, Of course, as much is a good start. We need to start from there, But to actual, this is how to practice this. See? That's what I mentioned yesterday. Vajrayana is a very quick path because you transform. Now this body, what we have, flesh, bone, full of suffering, pain, here and there, you see, and always encounter some difficulties, So need to transform this body into enlightened body. This our body said now is composed of 4 elements. The earth element, our bone, flesh, see, and the blood is water element, liquids, all this. And the breathing out in is air element. We move here, there is the air element. It's composed of the 4 elements. When these are together, working together, then we have this body. But you see, they are so contradictory each other. The earth element is heavy. The air is so light. The water is cool. Fire is hot, So they have to stay together to be good health. See, that's why we're so fragile, you see. We think we are strong, I'm right now, but reality, how fragile, you see, look at it. So that, what we have, that's why it's very easy to get sick. Little flu, anything, little headache. Because the imbalance of this. And this is all caused from the mind. The mind is, mostly if you have love, compassion in your mind, stay with that, relax that, it really helps to function your health much better. When you have strong desire, attachment, anger, hatred, then this element becomes imbalanced, and we're so we're the victim of all the suffering. So mind is so important on this, regarding to this course, there's a karmic as well, karma. And the immediate karma from many lifetimes karma we have. And then this immediate karma, instant karma. Instant karma, you can see when the mind is calm, peaceful. Suddenly some causes conditions gives some like anger, hatred, somebody. It gets you, and that moment you see your mind is totally disturbed. That condition, by that condition, disturbed, and you are not happy. You are not peaceful. You are suffering, physically as well. There's an immediate, instant. Karma is instant. And then the karma from many lifetimes, karma. Okay. So these, how to purify those. The deity yoga practices are so appreciated, designed for that. So here, what we'll do is now, just basic, generally, basic practice. Everybody knows about practice of Chandrasik. Tara, is there anybody who doesn't know of those practices? Everyone knows, isn't it? Either white Tara, green Tara, or Chandrasik, they're so popular, I think everyone knows that. So you see, first you meditate, this body is dissolved into emptiness. Like a cloud, a heap of cloud dissolved into the space. Or the rainbow dissolved into the space. This body, ordinary body, dissolves into the emptiness. Then from that, within emptiness, you meditate, blossom a lotus flower. On the lotus flower, you visualize a sun disk. On that sun disk, you visualize a moon disk. Sun is the wisdom, the moon is compassion, and the lotus flower is the purity, nature of the mind. Now you sit on that moon disk in the form of either Chandrasik, whatever you are practicing, forearm Chandrasik, or white Tara, or green Tara. You just practice whatever you are practicing that, meditate on, sitting on that. Is inseparable of the appearance and emptiness, not as a flesh, bone, rather wisdom, body, like a rainbow, sit on there. Then, now when you practice Chandrasik, Tara, green Tara, white Tara, there's different mantra we have. Chandrasik, Om Mani Padme Hum, as you know. And green Tara, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Soha, And white Tara, Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Mama Aya Kara Punya Puishnu Kuru Soha. See, those mantras we have. But here for all, what we can do is we just chant the mantra Om Ah Hum. Okay. White Om at the forehead, inside your, whether you are Chandrasik or Tara, inside your crown. Between the eyebrow level inside this white Om. This white Om represents the love. Pristine, clear, white Om. At the throat chakras in the center, visualize the red Ah. That is the significance of the compassion. Okay. And then at the heart level, in the center, you visualize the blue Hum. is the significance of the bodhicitta. Okay. Then we chant the mantra Om Ahom. In this time, you just meditate from the white Om, white light radiates, pervades all physical obscurations. First yourself. From the red R, light radiates, purifies all the obscurations, negative karma related to the speech. And from the blue Hum, blue light radiates, purifies all the mental obscurations, our mental delusions, our attachment, aversion, arrogance, all these egos, everything purified. So we chant the mantra Om, Om Ah Hum. Do this one mile around. purification of ourselves. Through this, we got opportunity to purify our body, speech, mind. Now, through that, we have practiced loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta. See. Now then, next to practice that as an action bodhicitta. Then, from this white Om, white light, red light, blue Hum, blue light, love, compassion, bodhicitta light. Then when we chant the mantra, go around, pervades whole universe, the outer universe. All universe is purified, okay, and transformed into pure light. Okay, meditate that, okay, with this chanting one mile around, okay. intention that we purify all the outer universe where we're living to transform into pure land, like pure land of Buddha Amitabha, like that, you know. Now next, when we chant round, 1 mile around, that time, now you're focused to all the sentient beings and the 6 realms of the sentient beings. Look at, you see, in the hell realm, sentient beings are suffering, tortured by the heat, cold, or just constantly, just without choice, relentlessly tortured by the suffering due to the negative karma that have created. Such you develop such great compassion to all those. And Holy Ghost, Holy Spirits, constantly looking for something to eat, to drink, always lacking, eating food and drink. Then animals are so stupid. They eat each other, torture each other, and tortured by human beings. So much suffering is there. And we human beings much better off than this 3 lower realms. But we are tortured not by others so much, but by ourselves, from our mental afflictions. We are tortured by our own attachment, desire. We are tortured by our own anger, hatred, pride, jealousy, arrogance, like this, and others as well from others. Anyhow, we're all just suffering. There are some people, they enjoy, they're going to vacations, but they don't get the full satisfaction. As a mission, always not satisfied, looking for no solution. At the end, you see, just look at their delusions, mental afflictions. Just contemplate such great love, compassion, and positive bodhicitta. Then we chant the mantra, practice the white light, red light, the blue light, radiate to all the sentient beings. This is your practice, the action bodhicitta. Doing this, to, extending mentally, developing your mental capability, the mind can work. So like that. So someday, then I physically can do this practice, I can help others. But right now, I exercise in my mind to this develop power. So first, these are so important. Before just empty, as an arm mudra, all this, it can be very fragile, but this will develop us courage, indefatigable bodhisattva. Bodhisattvas never get tired, benefiting sentient beings. Then, see, this is such a great offering to Buddha. As yesterday mentioned, Buddha will be so pleased by this kind of practice. You see, this we can make Buddha happy. Okay, nothing else. So with this mind, with this visualization, then you meditate all sentient beings transform into whatever you're practicing, Dara, white Dara, great Dara, generous, whatever they transform into their state. And meditate. They are free from all this physical suffering, mental suffering, delusion. Okay? So we do this practice within 1 mile around mantra. Okay? Now your mind just relax. Now you see the outer phenomena as a pure land. All the sentient beings in the form of what we are practicing, Jnanrasik, white Dara, green Dara, in that form. Now meditate the outer universe, outer pure land, dissolve into the sentient beings. All the sentient beings into that pure bhakti of Jnanrasik Dara, whatever you have. First, those sentient beings dissolve into light. That light like the light now dissolve into you. Just meditate. Then yourself, whatever form you have, first outer appearance, jealousy or Tara, dissolve into white home, white om. That white om dissolve into the red R down. That red R dissolve into blue home. Now, see. Now blue home from the bottom upwards, gradually, step by step, dissolve to the top. At the top of that home, dissolve into all pervading emptiness. And you just relax the mind in that non-referential state. It's called non-referential. There's nothing to objectify. Just relax the mind there. It is called unconfined vastness of the, not outer space, called inner space. It's uncontrived. You just relax the mind there. Thank you. So that this dissolving into emptiness and meditating there is the cause to achieve Dhammakaya, mentioned here. Those two, the rising stage and completion stage of the sign, are the cause to achieve the true form parties. And at the end, you will not achieve the final Dhammakaya. To achieve the Dhammakaya, this is how you dissolve into emptiness. You meditate there. Follow the supreme truths of the truths of the three times, mean Buddhas of the three times, past, present, future. The path that was practiced by the previous siddhas and life force of the darkest darkinis, the Mahamudra mind as such. First you see, now is history mention how the mind is so powerful, mind is vast, mind is profound. I mentioned those things, This you can see now through this practice. You see, which we meditate, you see, us also this very ordinary body what we have. Through the meditation technique, we transform into the enlightened body, you see. It's not that we achieve in that moment, but this is the way how to achieve step by step, you get used to it. Then you see the outer universe, whole universe, transform into enlightened state through the meditation in the mind. To exercise your mind, to see things purely how they exist. This is to get rid of the fabrication of the samsara, the delusion of the samsara. Samsara is nothing but delusion, It's only because of a toxic. Is fabricated through our delusion mind. First of all, ignorance, our ego is delusion. It does not exist, nowhere. But we caught in that, we're trapped in that. That's the root of all the toxic delusion. Fabrication. From there, then we multiply. All this called in Kunda in Tibetan. Exaggerated from the reality nature. See, when the mind is the wrong place, it can fabricate whole samsara, into delusion, and then all this it become trash, it's toxic and what do you call all others, the water. Can you help me, anybody? Some words that fabrication is contrived, all this, what do you call it? And pesticides, is in pollution, pollution. It's a whole out of our farms that that pesticides, because our mind is a pesticides. So from that mental pesticides, then you create the pesticide outside, and then we make all those delusions, and then that becomes like a contagious, contagious. It just goes around effortlessly, And then you see everybody is suffering there so much. Because it's fabricated, not real, contrite. It becomes toxic, it's mental, you see. Now when you have wisdom to see that reality, especially insight, and you have that, you can see that, you see how that, to see, how to purify that, how to recalculate the mind, where it is belong to, what is real nature. See, as I mentioned, when our mind is so pesticided of these mental afflictions, we are restless, we are suffering. But then you see, when you have love and compassion, how you feel comfortable, you see. That's our reality nature. The emptiness nature is loving kindness. Because from the emptiness, you receive peace, happiness. When you have all the mental afflictions, there's no emptiness. It's fabrication. See? So before we really understand the emptiness, first you understand these things. So important. Because mind is not just one simple thing, not just empty itself. Whole system in the samsara is created by the mind. Whole system in the nirvana, there's called Sharavaka nirvana, Pratyekbuddha nirvana, Bodhisattva nirvana, Buddha's nirvana, Each they have is from the enlightened mind, step by step, First partial. Look at the jewel ornament preparation. The Buddhahood is Prabhupada mentioned, described step by step, how you understand, when you have some glimpse of the emptiness, even before achieve the first bhumi, the path of accumulation, the path of application, when you get there, you get especially inner insight. You get a glimpse of this, how things exist as illusory nature. And you get so great peace, joy. And then especially when you capture what really emptiness means at the first bhumi, they use it, how great Bodhisattvas is, great ability, quality, and great wisdom they have. So from there, from first bhumi to go to 10th bhumi, Bodhisattvas path, each has their own steps for greater peace, undefiled peace, joy. There. Then when you achieve Buddhahood, the total, complete. So that's what they say here. Follow the supreme trace of the virtues of the three times, of the Buddha of the three times. The virtues mean Buddha, called Jnana, Vijaya, Jnana, Jnana, Victor, Gyalwa, Tibetan. The Buddhas were three times. You follow this path, you see, trace step by step, trace the Buddha's path, see. It's the path that was practiced by the previous siddhas, great masters, like Saraha, Nagarjuna, Asanga, Naropa, Metipa, those great, they study, practice, follow the path. And their teachings are brought by Marpa, see, brought to us. So previous siddhas. The life force, then there's the life force of darkness. It's not just outside darkness. Here, wow, boom, boom. So the space is called Khandra. Khandra means space, ka, means space. And walk, the Dom means walk. The space walker means who lives in the emptiness, meditation in the emptiness. This Kalakana, not just some people say, oh, this is Dakini, this is Dhaka, this is some designates, This is just limited idea. The real nature of the power means great compassion. Imagine the indomitable compassion. Okay, it's called Dhaka. That captures every social being as your family, your part of you. There's no one is left behind, like such called enemies, those things. Nothing must be there. That's called Dhaka. Dhaka is then you realize everything's emptiness. That's a just mission. Power, continuous. So the great yogi who realized that every sentient being is a part of you, family, your relative, your friend. There's no such called enemies, this, that. That who realizes that is real Dhaka. Okay. It's not the person, it's Dhaka, not the mental state. And Dhaka, then this all, there's nothing to attach to. Nature is total emptiness, manifest from emptiness. It's called Dakini. That's what's here. The darkest darkness. Dakini, the Mahamudra, mind. As such means as it is. Okay? These ways you can understand Mahamudra better. Okay. There you can capture how everything is a manifestation of emptiness. And emptiness from emptiness, how everything manifests. It's called non-duality. There comes a non-duality, okay? Otherwise you cannot make non-duality. Otherwise, without understanding form is emptiness in emptiness form, without understanding that enough, your emptiness is a creation, a fabricated emptiness. You create emptiness. This is empty. Oh, okay, it's empty. Oh. You are not really seeing the emptiness, Intellectually, you're creating emptiness. It's a fabricated emptiness. It's very primitive emptiness, It's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. That's how you learn. That's how great masters in the past, we call great masters because they have the skill how to communicate. Like here, written Tikkun, He gathered, as I mentioned, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of disciples because they get the direct benefit. It's not something playing, everything is good, okay, As I mentioned, there's during Jitasubun time, when he gives teachings, he uses some extraordinary vocabularies, words, Buddhist words, haven't heard of before. And there's some other great scholars who studied for many years. I haven't heard of this kind of words, very strange. I don't know whether he's really teaching the Dharma or not. We must go to see him. And some great scholar, really, who studied Buddhist philosophy for many years, they just went to Jitasubun and said, let's ask those questions, because we are the responsible. Whether his teaching is right or wrong, we don't know. And they go there and see him and communicate. And then all the doubts are just dissolved into the wisdom. And they become his disciple. One of such is have you heard of teaching the meaning, the heart of mind teaching. Is still not translated. It's a big volume commentary on the Fivefold Path of Mahamudra. It's the largest. First, he was great scholar from other school. Really, So as mentioned, when Jesus uses terminologies, that usually the other scholars, such great scholars, they cannot digest. They could not understand, So he, that particular, just went. I really want to go to see him, I had to ask some questions because I cannot accept. If he's giving wrong message, it is not good for Buddha's teaching. So he went, met and journeyed for many days. And then finally when he was coming, next day, and Jesus told his attendants, tomorrow there's one special person is coming. Welcome him. Don't stop him. Because sometimes the attendants, they say, oh, he's busy, this. Don't stop him, let him come. So then he came, and then they discussed, Jesus was welcome, you're welcome, have a seat here. And then just some questions, what you have studied, what is about Buddha's teaching. Before he was prepared, questions, tough questions, prepared all. Before needed to ask those questions during this conversation, Jesus will answer all these questions there. Then they real he was totally controlled this color. All his doubts, anything they see in the mind, this duality, just dissolve. This is real Buddha in the human life. He became the disciple. And Jesus went and he said, he's the report of Narpa, in the public. So he wrote this famous book, Teaching the Meaning, the heart essence of the mind. Huge. So precious, like that, so this could comprehend anybody who comes to challenge. And as I mentioned yesterday, and there's one time what happened was he was walking with a group of monks on the grassland. So they're walking on the grassland. At that time, a few vultures are flying in the sky. I looked at the vulture, he talked to the vulture. And the vulture understood what he's teaching. And the vulture just directly landed on the ground, meditating. So he has the ability to give the instruction of the meditation to the animals. He can speak the language of the animals. So that's the ability of Bodhisattva, who is above 9-10 Bhumi and Buddha. As you know, especially Milarepa, he communicated with a dog and a deer, not that. So that, the teacher, the guru, the lama, who can communicate with the vulture, give the instruction of meditation, the word of mouth went round everywhere, that time there was no television, no newspaper, no social medias, but word of mouth went round all everywhere, from the Nepal, from China, from everywhere, the people to see him, they journey day and night. So let's go to see the Lama who can instruct the meditation to the vulture. Simply just go. And there are some are so devoted but so stupid, knows nothing, and comes there, say, I come here from this distance, I know nothing. And Jesus has something to say to him. You do this meditation, do this practice. And he develops from there and liberates from samsara. So there come teachers who taught these teachings. Nowadays we don't have many Lama who talks about Gyaltshen. There are only few, So I try to help, not because I read his teachings are so precious, That's why I'm saying something. It's out of respect, out of devotion. Because he communicates Buddha's teachings so precisely. That's why it developed me devotion to Buddha. How Buddha was. He uplifts the Buddha. Not saying you have to investigate Buddha's teaching. If there's some mistake, you should get rid of. No. How you can get rid of Buddha's teaching? Okay? That's what you see. Then you become very sincere practitioner yourself. And you never waste your time. Otherwise, as I mentioned, first you receive high teachings. You practice for a few years, 5, 10, 20 years, and then you give up. So unfortunate. Wasting your time, So this way, even you are not so successful practitioner, but you have such a consistent of your practice. You always love the Dharma. You just devotion to Buddha. That's how Dharma is established in Tibet, because those great teachers like Milarepa, Kambu was one of them, Buddha himself prophesied Kambupa's going to Tibet. And Lord Jesus, those teachers are such, precious. So read their life stories, read their teachings. Their teachings are given from their wisdom, not from intellectual, not through this not kind of investigation, but through the experiential, experienced, and then taught to the disciples sincerely to help. So precious. Okay, thank you so much. How was the session? It's good? Okay, so you practice that way, okay, like this. Then you see dissolve, manifest from emptiness, dissolve into emptiness. That's what it will help us to understand Mahamudra. At the same time, through the relative state, through the ultimate state, and it will give us opportunity to obliterate. You know, obliterate?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Annihilate. Destroy.
Annihilate from the root. All the delusions. We have to obliterate our delusions from the bottom, from the root, through this wisdom. Because the delusions are not the things that we should keep. They are not desirable to keep, okay? Sometimes they're still sticking on us, something real, So I said, oh me, because we are so habituated, as I mentioned, we're ingrained in that. And they're very difficult to acknowledge first, notice, and then how you can forget, how you can get rid of it, So Dharma is so precious. Okay, that's why your human life, your precious human life becomes so precious. Okay, so you appreciate yourself. I have done something good to receive these teachings that I can understand. It makes sense. So now there's no any way, what you call, and you cannot just way to off the track. You know, you have to be in the right track. You cannot off the track. Okay, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, no derail. I also sometimes I try to derail. They said, no, you can't do that. Okay. We don't have that the long dedication, but you do some.
This one, Rinpoche.
You have here? You don't have
We
here.
have in
There's some other tests you have.
Yeah, in the
The long, the
yeah,
Tabachizu,
Yeah.
Yeah. This dedication is so good. I like this because it has a complete practice, you know. You do you have in this text?
We don't have. We have to hand out this text, Rinpoche, or
Yeah. Now,
maybe.
okay, now what we chant is
Thank you. So we'll take our lunch break now. The food will be ready just shortly in the back here. And we'll resume at 2 o'clock. Okay, like we did yesterday.
And if you brought something, just put it out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you.
Desserts go on the table underneath the thing.
And in the Dharma shop, we can have it open for a little bit. Bonnie and
Claire's here.
Oh, Claire's here too?
Yeah.
Oh, yay, okay. All right, so the shop will be open for a little bit here in the lunchtime, okay? Thank you.
But no rain sticks.
What?
No rain sticks.
Oh, the rain stick's gone, yeah.
No more.
Yeah.